Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It's something that does not let you sleep. Inspired by the words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Sir, Kunnumpurath Bijo, the founder, managing director, and CEO of the Health Carriers International Group, has embraced his life in transforming challenges into pathways, wherein he established his icon with the purpose of enhancing lives through education, training, and technology. His demonstrated passion towards education, entrepreneurship, and technology has shaped the vision of the HCI Group. Equipped with a Master's in Business Administration and qualified in Mechanical Engineering, Mr. Bijo has had extensive project management and business management experience. He is also a member of the graduate of the Australian Institute of Company Directors and currently pursuing a PhD in corporate governance in the educational sector at Swinburne University. HCI was established in 2004 with the primary objective of recruiting, training, and placing internationally qualified nurses in Australia. In 2007, HCI, the Institute of Health and Nursing Australia, was established with a strong commitment to provide vocational healthcare education and training to both domestic and overseas students. HCI has successfully trained and placed over 20,000 overseas nurses in Australia's healthcare field. One of the popular streams of HCI is a bridging program for international nurses seeking to register in Australia, apart from tertiary level qualifications such as Diploma of Nursing, Diploma of Community Services, and Diploma of Early Childhood Education and Care. The critical strategic decisions of Mr. Bijo as a Chief Executive Officer for the last 15 years have accelerated HCI's growth from 5 employees in 2007 to 400 employees in 2021. HCI expanded employment opportunities through the addition of Higher Education Division, Institute of Health and Management, campuses in Melbourne, Sydney, and Perth, a research center and software development initiatives, and MWT Global Consulting Services in India.
HCI's values are innovation, caring, and excellence. We practice these values in our organization. Innovation is basically everything we do. We actually going into research. So that's the foundation of our core value, which is innovation, whereby we aim to build new knowledge within the institute and also to contribute to the society. And caring is basically we are providing education in the healthcare industry, and we want to teach our staff and our students to make sure that to practice the caring values, because being a care worker or staff, of course, that's a core value we practice in our institute. And innovation, caring, and excellence. Excellence is something which we strive for, and we would like to be seen as a global provider of healthcare education and provide our education and training to global destinations. So we are not only focusing in Australia, we are also aiming to be operating in other countries, including India and other destinations.
Bijo was born in 1967 in Alleppey, Kerala, India. His family consisted of 6 children, 4 sisters and 2 brothers. Bijo's father traded lime shell gathered from the Wimpernat Lake. While pursuing his educational aspirations, he used to assist his family business. After completing his secondary education, Bijo continued his studies at Carmel Polytechnic in Alleppey, where he obtained a diploma in mechanical engineering. After moving to Malaysia in 1990, he had the opportunity to work in construction, mostly in the power plant, oil and gas and mining sectors. Before moving to Australia in 2004, he worked for another 13 years in Malaysia before making the decision to leave. When Bijo was married in 1993, he relocated to Malaysia with his family. 1 boy and 2 girls were born to the couple, making it a happy family. The Higher Education Academy grants a principal fellowship to recognize an individual's unique contribution and significant influence on an advancement of higher education learning and teaching via the promotion of professional standards. A principal fellow will have considerable strategic leadership expertise regarding critical components of teaching and learning facilitation and will hold a variety of duties in accordance with Professional Standards Framework for the United Kingdom. Kunnumpurath Bijo has been awarded this prestigious principal fellowship by the Higher Education Academy of the United Kingdom.
Okay, all right. So first of all, congratulations, Bijo, for your achievement. So how do you feel about being awarded this Principal Fellowship title? It's an achievement, one of your dreams. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. In reality, being a mechanical engineering background, and I changed my career when I came to Australia, and I started my academic journey in Australia only. And I did my mechanical engineering diploma in India and then start working as a construction engineer from Delhi to Malaysia, and then I moved to Australia in 2004. In Australia, we have a lot of opportunity for further education, and I continue my education with my MBA and then continue with I'm still learning. I'm actually doing my PhD in governance. The most important thing of this fellowship is basically it is part of my belief in lifelong learning, and I did continue my education, not formal education, while I was in the industry working in the Malaysia and elsewhere. I do have continue reading, so I have dedicated a lot of time in order to continue learning and moving. And now Australia offers a lot of opportunity for education for anybody who want to further their career, and especially what we work in the nursing industry, they have a requirements for continued learning. And our colleges basically started in 2007, and I was so humbled by the recognition as a academic leadership. From an engineering side to becoming recognized as an academic leader is a very important steps in my life, and I really value it.
So this will be a very interesting question. Tell us about your role model. Who inspired you or who encouraged you to reach your goals in your life up to here or in future?
The encouragement comes from challenges. So when you have challenges in life, it actually you can take it as a failure, or you can take it as a opportunity or success, and there is two part of it. So I have actually went through a lot of challenges or difficulties in my life during my early career time. When I moved from Kerala to Delhi, I was not able to speak Hindi, and I find it so hard to find a job in Delhi, and I slowly get the job and I start moving from there. And this gave me a lesson that it's most important is a person's life is employment opportunities. So if you don't have a job, it's make a lot of difficulties. And when I started reading a lot of motivational books in 1998 when I was in Malaysia working as an engineer, and that gave me different perspectives, what you could do beyond you do otherwise. So everybody have a potential in them, and that potential could be developed if they think they want to deliver something to the society. And that is something which makes me to think about setting up a business in Malaysia, where I set up my first institute, which is MWT in Malaysia. And then the journey started, and I moved on to Australia in 2004 and set up Healthcare International. So I totally believe that people need to create jobs, and the employment opportunity give facility and opportunity for many new migrants in Australia. So our institute actually encourage employment opportunity in the institute, as well as we train people in the health sector who are all getting job. So if you ask me who is my role model, I look up to Elon Musk.
Okay. Okay.
So I really believe in technology, and technology can change people, enhance their lives. So I'm moved by his motivation to, reduce improve the environment and reducing the carbon emission. So coming out with Tesla. So I think he's doing a lot of things. So I always look up to Elon Musk. Thank you.
So, as we all know, you are the founder of HCI, Health Careers International. And slowly, we can see that it's becoming an empire, isn't it? So, please tell us, how did you come up with this concept, this whole HCI thing? How?
The concept of HCI started with the need, which basically in 2004, when I migrated here, there was a lot of nursing shortage. And we start recruiting nurses from India who need to do a bridging program to get qualified in order to registration. So then I find an opportunity that the bridging program providers was not sufficient in the country, and universities were not very keen to run the program because it's a short course. So the idea of Institute of Health and Nursing Australia came in. We started our Vocational Education Division, IHN, in 2007 and start offering bridging program. From there, we also look at the need for specialty nurses. So since 2008, I start looking in the possibility of building a higher education institute whereby we could provide postgraduate specialty nursing courses. So the idea start growing, and we get a new division, Institute of Health and Management, in 2015, accredited by TEXA, to provide postgraduate courses. So in 2021, we got approved for all the specialty courses, which is we are offering 12 nursing specializations, and we also got our Master of Nursing into scope. Saying that, we also have campuses in Perth, Sydney and Melbourne at the moment. So the enrollment's grown as the institute is offering a quality education, and specifically in the health sector area, because health sector is always in shortage of staffing and is a growing area. And with the COVID-19 pandemic, nursing need in Australia and globally is growing. So I'm expecting to have next 5 years continuous growth for nursing and other healthcare professions. So HCI or IHN and IHNA is looking into expanding more of course offerings into health sector.
So what do you hope to accomplish with HCI in future? Your plans?
HCI started its journey in 2007 as an education institute, and we are in the 15th year now. If we completed 15 years, it's the 16th year. And we have a very clear vision for the organization. IHNA as a vocational education provider, we will be moving on to a dual sector provider by 2030, whereby we could provide a lot of higher education diplomas, which we can tailor the needs of the industry. There is also, we're looking into employability for people, and that need a lot of skills training and upskilling and all. So we continue to work on in the principle of lifelong learning, and our purpose is enhancing lives through education, training and technology. In terms of education, IHM being a higher education institute, we are aiming to become a university college by 2030. And in terms of technology, we have a division, MWT Technology, and that comes under the umbrella of MWT Global, whereby we provide all the allied services for an education institute, including student support, content development, also ongoing online delivery assistance, online systems and processes, including LMS. So these are all required for a quality education delivery in today's world. So MWT Global is already facilitating all those services required for a education institute. So MWT Global is aiming to set up skills parks in India as a new initiative whereby we could offer courses from IHNA, our college, also from elsewhere from the world. It could be some technology courses from Germany or some other courses from Canada, but the skills parks will facilitate most of the critical skills training required, and the students could continue their studies in the university or overseas, but they could also find job based on the training we're providing in the skills park. This eventually facilitate at least support reducing the brain drain out of India. That's our commitment. Thank you.
So, being a successful entrepreneur, what advice do you have for new and upcoming entrepreneurs?
I believe in continued learning, and I believe there is a lot of opportunity around the world. And if first thing for anybody aspiring to be an entrepreneur is to understand the basic principles, that is, you are taking risk. So you must be working towards minimizing the risk by learning, understanding, researching, and committed to do hard work and ongoing development yourself. So if you are an entrepreneur, the limitation is you. The organization can't grow beyond you. The leaders has to grow in order for the organization to grow. That's why I'm continuing my learning, because I enter into academic industry. So I continue to learning my PhD now into academic governance. So I will really advise those who are aspiring to start business or new entrepreneurs. Definitely they should be committed to continue learning. Thank you.
The journey of Kunnumpurath Bijo continues with an inspiration from the quotes of Mahatma Gandhi. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever.